Right. Good evening, everyone. I just want to talk about takeout doubles. We cannot make takeout doubles without shortage in the opener suit. And a lot of people have been brought up when they learn bridge that anytime you have an opening hand and you're the second person to bid, you should be doubling. And that is incorrect. And it really bothers me a lot to see how people double on off-shape hands. A double should show tolerance for 3 suits. You cannot double with a 2 suit and a singleton and have 4 of the opener suit. So I'm going to go straight and share the screen with you, and we're going to go straight into hand number 1. And we're going to talk about the bidding, and we're going to talk about the play of the hand. So let me put on hand number 1, and we'll go back to the other one that you asked me to do later. Okay, right, we're sharing the screen on hand 1, and North is going to open this hand. Now, I want to talk about opening with an 11-point hand. These are 3 quick tricks. An ace-king together.
I'm sorry, are you screen
are
sharing?
2 quick
Oh,
tricks.
there it is.
An ace on its own is another quick. I'm sharing the screen. Can you not see it?
It finally showed up.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we have 3 quick tricks. A lot of people don't like to open on 11 points. This is the only time I would open when I have 3 quick tricks. An ace-king together are 2 quick tricks, and an ace on its own is another quick trick. You should always open this hand, and the bidding should be 1 spade. You also have a rebid. Having a singleton, you could always bid clubs as a second suit. So you do have a rebid as well, and the bidding should go 1 spade. And East is going to make a takeout double. A takeout double says, partner, I'm short in spades, and I have an opening hand, at least 12 or more points, and you do not promise 4 of the other major. That is a fallacy. You could have ace, queen, and 1, as long as you have tolerance for 3 suits. Your emphasis is on the majors, but you cannot have less than an honor 3 times in the major. Either ace third, king third, queen jack third, queen jack fourth, or jack fourth. You cannot double without tolerance for the other major. It's going to go pass by south, and now we have to decide, what do we bid as an advancer to the doubler? So when we add up our high card points, we learned bridge that with 0 to 8, we would make the cheapest bid possible. It would be 2 hearts. But you can't bid 2 hearts on this hand. You have far too many points. You have 10 high card points. So this was your parameters when we learned takeout doubles. And then I'm going to teach you the rule of 14. We learned with 0 to 8, we bid the cheapest level. With 9 to 11, we jump the bidding. Now, sometimes you're not sure whether to jump the bidding. On this hand, you should bid 3 hearts. And how do we know we should jump the bidding? We play what's called the rule of 14. You add up the length of the suit you wish to bid, which is 4 cards, plus the number of high cards in the hand, which is 10. If it adds up to 14, you jump. If it adds up to 13 or less, you do not jump. You will bid 2 hearts. And that is called the rule of 14. It's a great little tool to have as a backstop when you're insecure about what you should do. You may have an 8-point hand with a 6-card suit. So let's say you've got 8 high card points and a 6-card heart suit. Don't look at points, Add up the high cards, which is 8, and the length of the suit you wish to bid, which is 6, and that adds up to 14. You would jump the bidding. Are there any questions about jumping the bidding after a takeout double? Because I'm going back to beginners, 0 to 8, the cheapest level, 9 to 11, we jump the bidding. And now partner is going to bid 4 hearts without any problem whatsoever. And that would be the final contract. Any questions before we proceed on this hand? I need to know. And I'll look in the chat if you don't want to ask me because I don't see everybody. So I just need you to know, okay? No questions on the rule of 14. It's a lovely little rule to use, and you don't need a partner. You use it on your own, and it only related to a takeout double by your partner. So you don't need a partner to do it. You can work it all on your own, and the lead's going to be the ace of spades.
Linda,
Top of 2 touching card. Yes.
so how would you know it's a takeout double as opposed to a double? I know it's probably a dumb question.
There are no penalty doubles anymore. Penalty doubles, they said, have died and gone to heaven.
Oh, okay.
They're only at the 4 level. Penalty doubles don't exist anymore. All doubles are takeout. Even when the biddings died at the 2 level and partner doubles, we're doing it to push up, to go down. All doubles are takeout, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, so now let's talk about the lead of the ace from ace king. Your partner has the queen and the jack. Now, when you're looking at the queen and the jack and you're never getting into this hand, never, you should try and help your partner and tell her you can win the next trick. So to tell partner you can win the next trick, if you drop the queen on the lead of the ace from ace king, it's one of 2 hands. It either is a singleton or it's got the jack. Never ever a doubleton queen. You're not allowed to throw a queen doubleton away. This is a known defensive tool in order to tell partner what you hold. So let's go back slowly and understand that when partner leads the ace from ace king and you are looking at the queen and the jack, not a doubleton, not allowed to throw the queen away. The throwing of the queen on that lead of an ace guarantees a singleton or the jack. So now partner suddenly comes to light. Partner is getting in with the trump and he has a singleton diamond. He's not going to play another spade. He's going to play that singleton diamond. Now, why did he do that? Think of the logic behind this game. Who would ever do that when you see all those diamonds? And now they want to draw trumps, right? They have to draw trumps. They've got no club losers. They have no diamond losers. All they can see to lose on this hand are 2 spades and 1 heart. But you have learned something new tonight. That when partner leads the ace from ace king and you hold the queen and the jack or a singleton, you throw the queen away. So now they're going to play a heart and they're going to draw the children off the streets and they're going to feel very comfortable. You're going to take that ace now. And what are we going to do to get to our partner's hand for a diamond ruff? We're going to play back a low spade. We never played the king. Why? Because our partner told us they can take the next trick, either a singleton or the jack. Why did your partner underleave the king? Think about it. Your partner switched to a diamond. Therefore, in the dummy, it's very unusual to switch to a diamond and then lead away from the king. Why? Because he wants to trump a diamond. follow his defense. And now they're never going to make the hand. They've got no play whatsoever. And that is a great defensive tool to be able to know that on the lead of the ace from ace king, the drop of the queen guarantees a singleton or the jack. And now he decided to try and beat the contract by switching to the diamond as the second trick. Are there any questions, everybody? Now he goes down. Can never make it now. No chance. Any questions on this hand? No questions. I'm looking in the chat. No questions. Okay. Well, as long as we all learn from this lesson today, we've learned the rule of 14. You add up your high card points plus the length of the suit you wish to bid. If it adds up to 14, you jump. If it doesn't, you bid the cheapest possible bid. And that's how we play the rule of 14. We'll go on to hand number 3.
Wait a second, Linda, before you leave here.
Yes.
Can you just, I mean, I would have opened one spade with that north hand. Our opponents, in their case, happen not
You
to
are
do
never
that.
to pass ace, ace. I don't want you ever passing when the king is with an ace. There are
Okay.
3 quick tricks.
It's the three quick tricks, so I don't worry about, like, it's 11 and one for the length point.
Points.
Just
No,
the ace, king,
no.
ace is a short-hand for like this kind of
But
hand.
the king must be with the ace. It can't be somewhere
Right.
else. I will not open if the king is somewhere else.
Right.
As long as I've got 3 quick tricks, I will never pass an ace, king, ace.
Great. That,
Okay?
nice
Anything
and clear.
else?
Thank you. That helps.
I've seen some very bad openings where they've got 13 points and they've got no tricks. I've seen it. So this is really good. All right, so let's go back and look on hand number 3. How the bidding is going to proceed. Right, South's going to open 1 diamond. And now let's add up the high card points in the West hand. West has a very strong hand. 7 in spades, 7 in hearts are 14, and 5, 19 high card with 2 10s attached to honors. This hand is really strong. You cannot overcall a spade. The only way we can ever show the strength of our hand is always to double first and then bid the suit we want to bid. A double followed by a suit shows 18 or more. So we make a takeout double. It goes pass by north, and east has to bid. East is not off the hook. East is not allowed to pass 1 diamond doubled. Now you should always bid a major before a minor. That is standard. Always bid a major before a minor, okay? 1 spade. You promise 0 points. Your partner asks for a suit, you bid the suit. And always choose the major before the minor. Pass by South. And now looking at this hand, how many losers can you see? Well, if they've opened on your right, I expect the king of spades to be on your right, if you're looking at that hand. So we've got 1 spade loser, 2 diamond losers, and a club. But I expect the spades to work, where after all, they open the bidding. So on this hand, we are really too strong to bid anything but 4 spades. You've just got to go to 4 spades, everybody. You've got 19 high card. You get 1 for each doubleton, which is 21. And those 10s are stuffing. They're very valuable to you. And you bid 4 spades. For every 10 attached to an honor, you add a half a point. You cannot be out of game on this hand. And they're going to lead the ace of diamonds. That is standard from ace king. And now we're going to look at this hand.
Linda, I have a question on the bidding.
Yes.
Okay, so our opponents who had the south hand really liked their diamonds. So after after that one spade bid that my partner did in response to my double, they went to 2 diamonds. I then went straight to 4 spades because I could see that we were going to make the 4 spades. They overcalled 5 diamonds.
Okay.
I was afraid to go to 5 spades. So I just
You must double.
I just doubled them for penalty. Was that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay,
You've got
great.
no guarantee of ever making it the 5 level, and that's why I always like to go for rather go for a plus score. You must double. How much did they go down?
2.
2.
Maybe I could have gotten more, but we
I think
went down 2.
they're losing a club, 2 spades, a club, and 2 hearts. 2 spades, a club, and 2 hearts. They should go down more.
Yeah. Well, I didn't play it as well
So you
as I
should lead the king, you should lead the king of clubs. You should leave the king of clubs. You
Okay,
can't you don't want to leave the heart. You
Thank you.
expect partner to have nothing, okay?
Thank you.
All right. So let's go on to hand number 4. That's a really, oh, but we haven't played out the hand yet. Oh dear, we have to play it first. Sorry. Ace of diamonds, 6 of diamonds, and a small diamond. And then they played the king. Now, when the queen drops, trust me, they have no more diamonds. What you don't see, you do not play. Remember that as a rule. What you don't see in the dummy, you do not play. I never want to see rough and discards. They're going to come back a heart and put you on the table. And you're dying to get to your hand. And you've only got one way of getting to your hand. There's the jack of clubs and the 9 of clubs. As long as you don't play the king of clubs, because they could duck the king of clubs. But if you play a little club and put in the 9 or the jack, one of them is going to win, so you've got an entry to your hand. Never play the king because they could hold up. So play the 5 of clubs. They may take the ace. If they take the ace, it's not a problem. But let's say they don't take the ace because you weren't sure where the ace was. Put in the 9. The jack is still an entry. And wow, that's what we want to do. We want to be in our hand. And now the main thing you want to do is you've got 9 trumps between you. Let's play the trumps and hope they're 2 and 2. Play a spade. The 9 comes up. It's a very ominous card. Put up the queen. And now you have no way of ever getting back to your hand because you've got 8 clubs between you. Someone's going to rough a club. So your only hope is that the spades break 2 and 2 and lay down the ace of spades. That's your only line of play, and hope they drop 2 and 2. And now all you're going to lose is the ace of clubs and the rest is yours. That's it. You'll give them the ace of clubs and there's no more to take. That's the last one.
Linda,
Any questions?
Linda,
Yes.
what is the percentage of the breaking 2 and 2 for what you just
What's that?
mentioned? The spades breaking, when you just said you hope they break 2
If they
and
weren't 2, if they weren't 2 and 2, we have no chance.
yes, but what is the percentage that?
Oh, it's only 32%.
Oh, okay, that's pretty
Because
lucky
I
then.
discussed it. When you've got 9 trumps and there's an even number missing. Remember I told you about Rachel Ray? If you ever watch cooking, because that's my passion. EVOO, extra virgin olive oil. I want you to remember that when there's an even number missing, EVOO stands for even breaks odd, you won't forget it. So if there's 2 missing, or 4 missing, or 6 missing, for them to break 1 and 1 if 2 are missing, 2 and 2 if 4 are missing, like this one, or if there's 6 missing, 3 and 3, it's only 32%. The percentages that they will break usually are 2 and 0, or 3 and 1, or 4 and 2. So you have to just take the bull by the horns and hope. So remember EVOO, everybody. Even breaks odd. So don't always expect them to break. They broke very well on this hand.
Okay, thank you.
But I use my percentages all the time. And I make more tricks that way. It works very well. But you had to get those trumps out. Okay? It was a lucky contract. It was a very lucky contract. Let's look at hand number 4. 5 and 8, 13, 14. Right, what are we going to open on this hand? 1 club. We have 14 high card points. It's going to go past by north and east is going to bid 1 heart up the bidding ladder. Now, why are we bidding a heart before diamonds? Because even if you had 4 hearts and 4 diamonds and you've got 1 bid to make, you always bid the major, not the minor. Remember that. You could even have 5 diamonds and 4 hearts. You always bid the major. But look at South's hand. South is in the sandwich position. That means you can get squashed. Why? Because your left-hand opponent could have 21 points. When we open the bidding, it's 12 to 21. So to come in the South position on this hand, you've got to be very careful that you guarantee, and I mean guarantee, at least 4-4 in the unbid suits, spades and diamonds, and usually you should have 15 or more high card points. So the double on this hand is correct because you want to tell partner that you have the other 2 suits. You have the other 2 suits. Now, what is the other hand going to bid? West. Well, is West going to bid a spade over the double? I don't think so. Is West going to bid 1 no trump? I think so. Because you've got a no trump shape. You've got all the suits stopped. You forget about the double. You're not sure if the heart was a 5-card suit or a 4-card suit. But you have what's called a no trump shape. That shape shows 12 to 14 points. 1 no trump rebid. 12 to 14 points, everybody. Okay? That is what the rebid means. Now they're off the hook. Are they going to come in the bidding or not? Well, they don't have to come in the bidding. They could come in the bidding if they wanted to come in vulnerable, but they felt with their 6 points, they didn't think it would be worth it. But it's entirely up to you if you want to come into the bidding. Some people bid. I'm a bidder. I always like to bid, but not yet. I'm not sure what's going to happen because East is undisclosed. So East is not going to do anything yet. We don't know yet. So let's pass and see what happens. East will never leave 1 no trump with a singleton. Never. So East is always going to make another bid. For our partner to bid 1 no trump, they guarantee a doubleton heart. So if you'd opened 1 no trump, we'd always play in 2 hearts, wouldn't we? So you might as well just bid 2 hearts and tell partner, I'm off shape and I want to play in 2 hearts. I'm not strong because you would have made a better bid than 2. You might have jumped to go to 3 to show a forcing bid. You want to say, partner, let's play in 2 hearts. And it's going to go past and it's going to go pass. And now you're not going to leave it. Why are we not leaving it? I'll tell you why. Because your partner guaranteed you 4 spades. If you've got 4 hearts, how many hearts do you think your partner's got? Very few, 1 or 2. So therefore you have a singleton diamond. So that looks like a lovely cross-ruff. We could ruff diamonds, we could ruff hearts, we could have a ball. So you should definitely come in now with 2 spades. Earlier, I don't bid. I want to see where we're going. But when the bidding died at 2 hearts, I'm not leaving them there. I'm definitely going to be playing this hand in 2 spades, everybody, without a question of a doubt. And you're not bidding anymore. And nobody's bidding anymore. And now we're going to have to find a lead. Well, I don't want to lead from the king, jack, 10 of hearts because I don't know where the ace is. I don't know where the queen is. My safest lead would be the jack of diamonds. Top of a sequence, everybody. Top of a sequence. That is the correct lead. You don't lead away from your king, jack, 10, 9 because you don't know if partner's got the queen or the ace or anything. Make a neutral lead telling your partner, I have the 10 of diamonds. You're going to win it. And now let's look at the hands together. We're looking at 4 heart losers. But dummy has a singleton. So if we can get out that heart, we can ruff diamonds and ruff hearts. So don't tell people you have a singleton, okay? You don't tell people anything. You get rid of the singleton now. We are preparing our hand for a cross-ruff. We can't cross-ruff if we don't get out that singleton heart. We have to be able to play it like music. Ruff 1, ruff 1. We can't get out if we start playing diamonds. Play a heart now. They'll take the ace. They don't know where the king is. And they're going to play the king of diamonds because they're not sure where the rest of the diamonds are. And now we're very happy. We've set up our beautiful communication. We are going to start ruffing. And let me tell you, one of the first things I've learned about ruffing, if I have to ruff one suit and another suit, I always was taught to ruff with the longer suit first, not the shorter suit. So we're going to ruff a diamond. And now we can have a bit of fun. I love cross-ruffing, but remember long suits first. Otherwise, you'll end up in trouble. Okay, and now you ruff another diamond. And you're having a ball. Don't forget, they led the jack. They've got to have the 10. And now you're going to ruff another heart. And I doubt they may have 6 hearts. If they've got 6 hearts, we can afford to ruff with the queen of spades. So let's do it this way. Okay? You don't want them to over ruff. So let's make sure we ruff with the queen. Now take a diamond. And if they ruff it with the 9, you'll over ruff it. What are they going to do? Are they going to ruff it with the 9 or are they going to play a club? Well, they're going to make it really easy for you. Let's say they throw away the club. We can do it 2 ways. The 9 of diamonds is missing. We can ruff it with a 7. We have no problem. Now we're going to ruff the queen of hearts with the ace. So they can't over ruff. Okay? And now we're really having a good time, right? Now we're going to take the 7 of diamonds and we're going to ruff it with the king of spades. And now we don't care what they do we? The rest are theirs. And we made how many tricks? We made our contract. We made 8 tricks. The rest is theirs. So that's how we would play the hand. Are there any questions, everybody? You must prepare yourself for a cross-ruff and never trump for nothing. You want to tell you don't want to tell them what your plan is. You don't want to tell them your plan. Get that singleton heart out of the way. Okay?
Linda, I have a question. Hi, Linda.
Right. Tell me the question. Yes.
When do you decide to do a cross-ruff as opposed to just playing the trumps?
Speaking of 4-4 fit, what are we going to do with all those 4 hearts if you draw trumps?
I see.
You're going to lose them.
Yeah.
So one of the first things we learn about cross-ruffing is we've got to be able to do 2 suits, not just 1 suit. And the diamonds offer us the 2nd suit, so we should be able to cross-ruff knowing we've got the diamonds to ruff and the hearts to ruff. If we've only got 1 suit to ruff, we can't do a cross-ruff. We've got to have 2 suits to do it.
And
That's how you do it.
4-4.
And my with the longer suit first.
Okay, thank you.
Always ruff with the longer suit first. Diamonds is longer than hearts. So you ruff with the longer one. If you ruff with the short one, by the time you try to ruff the long one, you're going to be in trouble.
Okay, thank
So
you.
always ruff with the longer suit first.
All right.
Does that help you?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Because that's the, you've got to have 2 suits.
You're cutting up. Yeah,
What's that?
you were cutting up just now.
I didn't hear.
I couldn't hear you, but I know
I
what
don't
you
know, I
said.
didn't
Thank
hear.
you. Yeah.
I don't know whose sound is worse, if it's yours or mine.
Okay. Thank you.
I didn't hear what you said about this hand.
I understand.
You understand? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. So that's how we do it. You must prepare the way. You got to prepare the way early. Don't tell them what you got in your hand as far as diamonds go. I never tell the opponents when I have a singleton. I don't want them to know my business. Get that heart out first, and then you can get yourself going. Okay? So we're going to go on to the last hand, and then we'll go on to others. When you ask me, I'll do them for you. This is hand number 8. Let's see what we can do on hand number 8. Okay. Okay, West is going to open this bidding 1 diamond. We have an opening hand, 1 diamond. And North is going to double. Short in diamonds and tolerance for 3 suits and an opening hand, 12 or more high card points. I do not double on 11. I do not double on 10. When I make a takeout double, I want 12 or more high card points. Now, I know that some books say you should double on 10 or 9 because of shape and you're going to be the dummy. I don't approve of that at all. If you're going to make a takeout double, you must have at least 12 high card points. Partner takes you for points, not shape. Okay? I've seen many people double on shape, and that is not a good idea because partner can never judge if you've got defense or no defense. So this is a beautiful double. I have an opening hand. I'm short in diamonds, and I can take any suit you bid. But look at the East hand. What defense has East got against diamonds? Nothing. Only the Ace of Hearts. You should jump to 3 diamonds, everybody. It's weak. It is not strong. If you were strong, you would be doing something else, but not bidding 3 diamonds. So on this hand, you should definitely jump to take away their space. Now, in a minor, you promise 5. In a major, you promise 4 at the 3 level. If it goes 1 heart, double 3 hearts. You guarantee 4 hearts. You cannot jump in it with a 3 card suit. So when you jump in a minor, you guarantee 5 diamonds, everybody. You cannot do a minor with 3 or 4. Okay? No minus with 3 or 4. So let's talk about it. Somebody went to 4 diamonds and got a good score on a sacrifice. Well, they're making 4 spades. So, I mean, 4 diamonds is great if they don't know how to compete. But we're going to play the rule of 14 again. Let's work it out, everybody. They've pushed us around. Don't let them push you around. Look at the spade suit. You have 9 high card points, and the length of the suit is 6. Add up 9 and 6, 15. The rule of 14 says 14 or more. You can't bid 3 spades. You have to bid 4 spades. And that's where you should be, in 4 spades. Now, if they didn't come in with 3 diamonds and they bid 2 diamonds, you would have to jump to 3 spades. But once they bid 3 diamonds, you have to jump to 4 spades. And I promise you, North will go to game if you bid 3 spades, because now North adds 3 extra points for dummy, for that singleton diamond, dummy points. And that should be the correct contract. How many people got to 4 spades? I know you were playing in diamonds as a sacrifice, but how many got to 4 spades? I'm very interested to know if anybody got to 4 spades. Maybe not. I don't know.
Linda, four pairs got to 4. Actually,
Okay.
3 pairs got to 4 and 1 pair got to 5.
Oh my God, 5 is a little bit steep. Okay. All right. Well,
They overcalled a 5 diamond bid by East, I think. Yes, they did. Yeah.
well, you know, I'm a great one for not sacrificing at all, not vulnerable. I must tell you. I've learned that the hard way, and I've been burnt many times. Anytime I'm not vulnerable against not vulnerable, I never sacrifice. Never. I never do. I'm very, very cautious. So I could go for 500. I'm too scared. I mean, I'm very brave at the table, but I think going for 500 as opposed to 420 is a bit steep. So I don't sacrifice at the 5 level or not vulnerable. I'll do it all vulnerable. I'll do it not vul against vul, but I'll never do it in this vulnerability. So it's very brave of them to do that. All right, we leave the ace of diamonds. Our partner guaranteed 5 diamonds, so we want to look at dummy. And now let's look at dummy, and let's see what we want from the dummy. When you see a singleton in the dummy, we usually give a suit preference signal when there's a singleton in the dummy. If we can. Sometimes we can't. Well, you don't want a club. You wouldn't mind a heart. You could drop the 7 of diamonds asking for a heart. A high card asks for the higher of the 2 suits. The 2 of diamonds asks for the club. The lower of the 2 suits, excluding trumps. Okay. Well, we don't want a club. You could play a middle card, but I'd like a heart. So I think I'll drop the 7 of diamonds. And I'll play the 7 of hearts. And you'll put up the king. You've got to split your honors. And they'll take the ace. Well, what else can you come back? You know the clubs are going to work. It's not your job to draw their trumps because there are too many in the dummy anyway. So you want to try and build up an extra heart trick if you can. So come back the 3 of hearts. And they play low. And they play the 9. And that will force out the queen. Now they've got a heart loser. So let's talk about it. In the spade suit, we've got no losers, none. We've already lost 2 tricks. We've lost the ace of hearts and a diamond. Now, if they're in 5, I can make 5 on one condition. We do what's called a deep finesse. But if I'm not in 5, I'm happy to do the clubs. Let me show you how we would do it. We're going to draw trump. One trump. Once I'm in 4, I have no problem. I'll play another trump, and then I'll show you how we would have done it if you were in 5. There's one more trump out. Okay, so all the trumps are gone. Now the hand on my left opened. They didn't have the ace of hearts. I am damn sure that they've got the king of clubs. What if they opened on? They never had the king of hearts, the queen of hearts, the ace of hearts. They had to have the king of clubs. So I would play a club, second hand low, and I would put in the queen. And now I'll guarantee my contract. But let's go back, everybody. Let's go back to what you were telling me, David, that they got to the 5 level. They can definitely make it at the 5 level because they are forced to do what's called a deep finesse. You've got to pray that your right hand has the jack, left hand has the jack and the king. So you're going to play the 8 of clubs. And you're going to put in the 10. That's called a deep finesse. And it holds a trick. Now you need a taxi back to your hand. So you now play a spade. Doesn't matter where. And now you play another club. And you put in the queen. Or the 9. It doesn't matter. And now you can take your ace of clubs. And now you can throw away your beautiful heart. And now you'll make the contract and make 5. That's your only line of play. A double finesse, a deep finesse in the club suit. If you are in 5. If you're in 4, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to put in the queen and know that I'm going to make the hand. Are there any questions, everybody? That's to make 5. A deep finesse. Any questions? I want to make sure you understand the takeout double, everybody. And I want you to understand the rule of 14. It's just a little tool to help you make decisions. So if they didn't put 3 diamonds and they put 2 diamonds, you would jump to 3 spades. And partner with a singleton will definitely accept the invitation. Any questions? That's my other tip for the evening. I've told you before. Anytime partner invites you to game, always accept with a singleton, either as opener or responder. Never not accept with a singleton. You must accept with a singleton. Any questions? Other hands? Somebody wanted 2, I think. Somebody asked me for another hand.
Can I ask a general question first? Because it didn't come up tonight. Are we sometimes going to go over what a redouble means? Because I always find it really confusing. Yeah, if somebody doubles, like a takeout double.
You want to know?
When do you use a redouble?
Okay, what is a redouble? Okay, let me tell you what the redouble means, because it's very important to tell partner that you do not fit with your partner and you have 10 or more high card points. That's what the redouble means. I have 10 or more high card points and I don't fit with you, partner. Maybe I can punish them. Maybe I can punish them. It's a pleasure. Thanks for your notes. I hope you love them. All right, so now you want me to do another board? The redouble just says I have 10 or more high card points. And it's forcing. Partner doesn't have to bid. But once you've made a redouble, partner, you've got to bid. You cannot pass out a hand. Partner will wait for you to see if you want to punish them. The whole purpose of the redouble is to punish the opponents. That's the purpose of the redouble. Okay, does that help you? I mean, it's rather, that's the simplest way of discussing it at the moment. I've got 10 or more points. That's all you want to know.
And
okay?
not a fit.
No
and
fit.
not a fit. Okay. Thank you.
Pleasure. Any other hands? Somebody asked me for hands. What other hands were there? Somebody asked me, I think, for any other hands.
If you could do hand 6
Oh,
and,
yes, so hand 6. That's it. You asked me for hand 6. Right.
and hand 12.
And 12?
Yes, please. Just,
Sure.
yep.
No problem. Okay, I don't know much about this hand, but I'm going to look at it. Okay, it's going to go pass by east, pass by south. Now let's talk about this shape hand. We have, I think, 21, 7 and 6, 13 and 2, 15 and 7. How many? 22? 22 high card points. And 1 for length, of course. Now, when you hold a hand like this, and you are off shape, and you have a doubleton club, you don't have a stopper in the club suit, you're going to open 2 clubs first, because you've got 2 suits. If you were 5, 3, 3, 2, in other words, if you had a 3-card diamond suit and took away a heart, or you had a 3-card club suit and took away a heart, you would treat that as a no trump shape. You would open 2 clubs. It'll go pass. Partner will always bid 2 diamonds. Goody, goody, goody. Tell me more. And it'll go pass. And on this particular hand, you're going to bid 2 spades. But on another hand, if you take away the 2 of hearts and make it the club, or you take away the 2 of hearts and make it a diamond, your rebid would be no trump, everyone. 22 to 24. But this one, you've got 2 suits to bid. Now let's talk about having no points in the hand. When your partner, and this is a rule, not a guideline, when your partner rebids a suit, not no trump, because no trump is definitive. You can always pass no trump, but you're never allowed, ever allowed to pass a suit, even with 0 points in your hand. You either bid 3 clubs, the cheapest minor, which says it's second negative. So what you do is you press the alert button like this. You write here, okay, second negative. And you type in here 3 clubs. It's called a waiting bid. The cheapest minor. I'm waiting, partner. You always have to bid the cheapest minor, waiting to hear what your partner's next suit will be. Okay? So on this particular hand, you have 3 spades with partner. But if you want to find out what partner's next suit would be, you would bid 3 clubs, the cheapest minor. It'll go pass. And now when your partner bids a new suit, you are not allowed to pass a new suit, only an old suit. Partner said, I've got at least 5 spades, at least 4 hearts. And now it's up to you if you want to go back to 3 spades, which you should, because you do have spades with partner. And you can go back to 3 spades. Pass. And now that this hand has to look at it and say to itself, what do I do? I've got 2 club losers. I've got a heart loser. And I've got a spade loser. I've got no guarantee in making anything. I think I must pass. My partner has shown me nothing. And I would pass 3 spades. What did you get to on this hand?
I was east, and we ended up at 4 spades.
And did you make it?
Down 1. And I think you can make it, but I'm not sure. So I'd like to see the play.
Well, the thing is that you've got a lot of work to do. Everything depends on the lead, and they're going to lead the jack of diamonds or the jack. They're not going to lead a heart. They're going to lead the jack of diamonds, the unbid suit. How do you get to dummy? To do a finesse in the heart or the spade. You can't. They're going to just push you to play on diamonds and you're in trouble. So you're going to lose 2 clubs, a heart and a spade. I don't think you can make it. But it's entirely up to you. But remember the second negative. You can't pass a suit. You're allowed to pass no trump. You're never allowed to pass a suit. It's called the cheapest minor. You bid 3 clubs. I'm waiting, partner. Tell me more. Now, if West had bid 3 spades, you're allowed to pass because it's an old suit. But the minute West bids a new suit, you're not allowed to pass a new suit. Okay? Any other questions?
So wait, the 3 clubs is not saying I have no points. It just means I'm waiting to hear your next suit. Is that something?
Correct. And you could have points, or you could have no points.
Okay.
But at the moment, you're waiting to hear more from your partner.
And if I had points, knowing that my partner has like 22, if I'd had 6 or 7, then I could go right to 4 spades myself.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. What you would do is you'd bid 3 spades. The
So the
stronger
three-
you are, the slower you go. The worse you are, the faster you go. So if you had 3 spades and like 7 or 8 points, you should bid 3 spades over 2 spades. Partner, I've got goodies for you.
Go right to, don't use the
If
3
you go
clubs.
straight to 4, partner, I've got no goodies for you. I've got nothing for you, but I've got spades. So the stronger you are, the slower you go. Because it allows partner to cube it. And that's what you need to learn. Never
So the
go
three-
straight to
so the
game.
3 clubs
Okay?
does, the 3 clubs. So in this sequence, I guess my question is, can the opener know that
Clubs is just a
that
waiting.
East is very weak, has no points?
Correct. And East is in charge. So East is the captain. You should go back and look at my lesson on 2 club openings. There's a whole chapter on it. I haven't got the date here with me.
I was there. I just have to go back and look at it again. So
Right.
it's not up to West to decide to go to 4 spades. Once East says
No.
3 spades are
If
done.
West thinks he can make it on his own, that's up to him. But I would not be going to 4 spades. I've got 4 losers on this hand. My partner could have gone to 4 spades if my partner might only have 2 spades when he goes 3 spades. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Any other questions? Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I hope you all had a good time tonight. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank you, Linda.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.